when it comes to losing weight, setting everything aside, it pretty much comes down to deficit. So it comes down to, if you're maintaining your weight, that means you're eating and burning about the same amount of calories, sugar, and all that stuff. So if you just keep maintaining, then whatever you're doing, eating wise and fitness wise, you're just breaking even. So that's why you're not gaining, you're not losing. If you're gaining weight, that means you are intaking more than you are burning. It's pretty simple. I mean, obviously you could break it down into diets and stuff, but in simple man's term, it's just simply you're eating more than you're burning. So if you're gaining weight, if you're slowly gaining weight, then you're slowly eating a little bit more than you're burning. So what you can do is you can cut down the junk or cut back a little bit to maintain your weight or to slightly lose, or you can increase your exercise. For example, by the time we're done walking here, it's going to be a little over 6 miles. That's going to be, for us, that's going to be around, I think, like 660 calories, I think, based on our walking trail and our steps. So what would happen if I would go home or tonight have something extra like a milkshake? If I would go and have that milkshake tonight, guess what? Most milkshakes are 580 to 1,000 calories if you get a large. Well, guess what? If I have a large milkshake and it's almost as much as the calories that I burned, then I walked 6+ miles for nothing. It takes 10 minutes, some people even less, to drink a large milkshake. It takes, on average for me, anywhere from an hour and 45 minutes to an hour and 35 minutes to 2 hours to walk 6+ miles at just a walking, no running, no jogging. So 10 to 15 minutes of enjoyment versus almost 2 hours of walking, you can see how easily it is to erase any fitness or exercise. So if my milkshake is 700 calories and I burn 660, then I'm going to, and if I didn't burn, throughout the day, if I ate and maintained, I'm going to keep gaining weight even though I walk 6 miles. If I walk 6 miles every other day, but I'm snacking and I'm overly snacking more than a normal 2,000 calorie meal, I'm going to keep gaining weight even though I'm walking. So it comes down to deficit. If you are, for example, let's say I normally eat 2,000 calories, because that's what they say. Let's say I eat 2,000 calories, and through the course of a day, I burn 2,000 calories naturally, just by your body naturally burns calories and by doing walking or exercise. So let's say then I walk that 6 miles extra that day. That's 600, let's just say 650 calories I burn. So that puts me in a 650 calorie deficit. Now, depending on what I snack extra above that 2,000 calories, if I only snack 300 calories above my 2,000 base calorie set and I burn 650, I'm still in a 300 plus calorie deficit. So I'm going to, if I keep doing that, I'm going to slowly losing weight as long as you have your calorie deficit. And of course, there's a lot of other stuff that play into it as well. But in a simple term, that's basically the gist of it. So if you can't lose weight and you're saying to yourself, well, I'm doing all this, and I'm not losing weight. Well then, my friends, then you're not burning more than you're consuming. So you need to either cut back on the junk that you're eating, or just even if it's not junk, just cut back on eating how much you eat for each meal, or increase your exercise so you can still eat the same but increase your exercise to burn more of those calories, or both, or decrease your snacks or your eating by a little bit and increase your exercise by a little bit. I love snacks. I just love them. I love food. I think it's amazing. So what I am doing, instead of going cold turkey on one thing and full force on the other, I am cutting back my portions by a little bit and cutting back my snacks by a little bit, while increasing my exercise, my fitness, by a little bit more. So my goal is to try and do 6 miles every other day. And in between, maybe I'll do a mile on the days that I'm not doing 6 miles, maybe, but it's not set or anything. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So instead of like going cold turkey, cutting out all the snacks and all the junk and just fully cutting it all out and you know, depriving myself of things that I enjoy, I am portioning it and try not to snack in between meals. That's important as well. Don't snack constantly. What I recommend you do is don't snack until when you normally would sit down and watch TV or normally do something like that. So let's say lunch and dinner. You watch TV while you eat or something. What I would do, and what I do and started doing, is I make my meal or whatever I'm gonna eat, and I cut the portion down so I don't make as much, and then I put snacks in place of the other portion. So instead of eating a full portion meal plus snacking, I'm having a half portion meal plus my snacks, and then that's cutting back, and that's managing it better. And I'll do that in the evening as well. I'll have my meal and then my snacks, so I'm still getting the stuff that I enjoy, but we're cutting back so we don't have to keep doing that anymore. So it's going to come down to what you guys want to do, and if that's the path that you guys want to go on. But at the end of the day, you have to make the choice if that's what you want. So if that's what you guys want to do, then that's definitely great. But it comes down to the deficit, and whatever option that you guys decide to go, you definitely can't go wrong with controlling it and, you know, going through eating less, and you definitely can't go wrong with exercising more. So there's benefits to both, and that's why I recommend both in a balance.